Everyone revolted at the same time. Fur traders, fur processors, everyone.
What happened? Why?
They made the mistake of deciding to meet the public too soon, when they were putting up a sign in the middle of town to make the announcement. A mob of merchants with their fur tools in hand as weapons rushed them and demanded for the decision to be withdrawn immediately.
They did?
There's no need to worry. They may not be happy with the meeting, but they have no reason to attack a simple scribe's house.
Thank you.
It's too late for them to change the outcome, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The authority of the meeting means nothing if they go back on their decision now. Unfortunately, merchants from outside the city have already found their way in. At this point, they're resorting to violence to try and stop the uprising, but it won't make a difference.
What about our arrangement?
We're fine. It turns out my sources were right about the decision. If that outcome gets sanctioned, we won't have a problem making a trade.
So what now? Do we go ahead and get the furs? Just worry about the cash later?
No, I think that would give them an easy way out. We can't negotiate if we don't have the cash with us. You two go ahead and get the money from the Daring Company. I'll go find a boat for us. We have to find a way to operate around all of these people. It's not like we'll be able to fight our way out of here. Let's separate and meet back at the inn. Unless we're 100% ready, there's no point in even trying.
That makes sense. Come on, we should go.
I can tell you are concealing something from me. I assume you have realized how terribly dangerous this plan is. Am I correct?
Yes, you are. Look, I know the risks involved, but trust me, this really is worth it.
Good, then tell me what you are concealing.
I can't say.
You cannot or will not.
You'll stop me if I tell you.
Try me.
If the deal goes through as planned and I get to own that shop I've always dreamed of, I know you'll be happy for me, but you'll leave all the same. On the other hand, if something goes wrong, you won't allow yourself to be sold. You'd be forced to change into your wolf form so you could escape, returning home and leaving your failure of a companion behind. Basically, the only way I can keep you in my life is to ignore this opportunity altogether. And I know that you tell me don't throw it all away.
It is not worth it to miss a chance due to fear.
That's why I couldn't tell you.
Do you honestly believe this, Florence?
Yes,
You think that that would make me happy?
I do.
I will not say you are wrong. But you are not entirely correct either.
If we do this, there won't be any chance for us to travel together again. Is that really what you want, Holo?
When I think of you, I will remember you as a talented merchant.
Shall we?
It is impossible for there to be a God.
Yeah.
If what they say is true and there is an omnipotent one, then why would he ever allow for there to be such incredible suffering in this world he created?
I have no idea.
And I assume you've confirmed the total, yes?
Yes, I have.
You know if you end up profiting from this, I expect some wine.
Well, yes, naturally. The next time you lay eyes on me, I will be a success.
Of course, no companion of mine would be anything less.
What am I doing? God, I hope I didn't make a mistake. What other choice do I have? As a merchant, what else could I do? The amount of money I can make will afford me everything I've always wanted. Why do I feel this way? Why am I so damn miserable? Ave, I got the capital without any problems. You may count it.
I don't need to. I trust you, don't I? We need to hurry. Come on, let's go. I was able to find a boatman who knocked down his cargo fee due to all of the commotion over the fur. The captain told me as long as we paid him enough, he'd ship out even if it was against a full military blockade. All we have to do now is just throw a few gold coins at him, and he won't be able to turn us down. His eyes would be glued to that money, and he'll say yes whether he likes it or not.
I can almost see it, too.
Then let's go! This deal is so good it's ridiculous. Are you okay?
The fur we purchased using this gold. We've calculated a profit margin of 4,000 silver coins, correct?
That's right.
The boat is waiting for us, so all we have to do now is buy the furs?
That's right.
And you know exactly where to sell them in order to make the return we expect.
That's right. I'm getting the impression that you don't trust me.
I do.
Then what's wrong with you? Don't tell me you're scared.
I think you should ask yourself that.
I already have. Of course I'm afraid. Compared to this kind of money, killing a person means nothing. How can I be confident? I'm risking everything right now, including my life.
And you can't guarantee I won't change my mind and attack you either.
No. And you really can't be sure I won't do the same. I've got to tell you, I find it comforting to know we're both so unbelievably paranoid. It doesn't really matter, though. That bridge is far too dangerous for us to cross. You look like you're about to ask me something stupid. Well, you don't have to. I already know what it is. Why am I risking so much just for money? Unfortunately for you, I don't have time for those kinds of questions. I honestly didn't want it to come to this, but I've come too far. I can't have you running away at the last second. You understand.
Compared to 60 gold coins, killing a person means nothing, right?
See, you do understand. You don't have to actually experience it, though. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. Allowing my cover to be blown was a mistake on my part. You may have been right, but I'll worry about being afraid later.
You were only pretending to trade in statues. The truth is, you were smuggling rock salt the whole time. And you did it by molding the salt into those statues. You even had an arrangement with the church for a while, didn't you? But it was too good for them. People started to wonder how they were making so much money. The church couldn't afford the risk anymore. Then, tragedy really struck. I don't think I'm wrong to assume the cancellation of the Northern Expedition was to blame.
What's your point?
It seems to me that the church must have been desperate for money. That's why they got into smuggling and investing in the first place. But then they ended up growing more powerful. And you showed up to offer them even more. You laid out a plan to prey on the foreign traders who wanted to purchase fur in this town. You told them to create a monopoly and buy it first.
What would make you think that?
Your skills as a merchant are extraordinary. Although you did tell me you had connections within the church, your plan would have taken a lot longer to put into action. Once I knew that, I assumed there was another plan. A plan you must have set into motion before you met me. I asked myself, who would profit the most from restricting fur trade to cash only? Let's see. It would have to be someone who already has cash readily available. And I can't think of a soul with more cash on hand than the church. On top of that, you seemed anxious. I think by then you'd realized the church had embraced new partners and was going to shut you out of your own plan. They had utterly betrayed you, joining forces with a company who was intent on the furs. When you initially proposed the deal, you weren't exactly lying to me, but you were conveniently leaving out a large portion of the truth. Tell me that I'm wrong.
Then I'm sure you figured out why I wanted your help specifically.
Because I could be a shield to protect you.
I'm certainly aware of the sins of the church. Of course. I was under their guardianship before they decided to abandon me. At the time, they wanted insurance that I would be readily available to them. I knew you would feel the same way.
I could offer salvation and at the same time give you the chance to make money off your original plan.
Yeah. It would certainly undermine the church. But I couldn't sit there and let an opportunity just pass me by.
After all, it would be easy for them to take you down without question. But if you had a partner, it could be bad for them. Taking out a well-known traveling merchant like me would be too controversial.
So, what will you do now?
You'll see. really that desperate for money?
And you're not?
I am. No. I can only say that I want it.
You have to be kidding me.
Let's say you killed me and hid my body. No one would have been the wiser. At least not until the deal was over. And by then we'd no longer be connected, making it appear to be random. Or maybe you just decided to take the money and run. No, that would have been too cowardly for you. You needed to kill me if you wanted to use the money you stuffed into your pouch when I walked in here. That was the plan, wasn't it? I assume it's the money you made from smuggling assault. I figure the amount you were taking from the church was as much or more than the amount I was bringing to the table. Regardless, you were planning to use all of it to buy out the fur without involving me. Then you would continue to raise the stakes until the church couldn't help but do whatever was necessary to take us out. You didn't care about your own life, much less anyone else's. The only thing you were thinking about was money. The love of money is the root of all evil. What kind of hell do you think awaits you?
A fiery one. What kind of hell awaits me? You actually believe in that stuff, don't you? I used to watch that nobleman who bought me, and I thought to myself, what is the point of working so hard just to make money? It doesn't matter how hard you work or how much you make. You still have to go back and make more the next day. It made me think rich people were pathetic. Although I imagine right now, I must look incredibly pathetic to you. It's easy to sit there and judge me for following a path I hated, isn't it? I watched him suffer like a fool. I saw his choice kill him. And still, this is the life I've chosen. If you really want to know why, I don't mind telling you.
Are you all right?
Kolka Kus.
I failed again.
Were you robbed?
Not exactly.
Negotiations fall through.
Yeah, something like that.
Is that yours? Well, man, what is it?
Obsession. Desire. Can't be.
Because I still have hope.
You're welcome.
I told you to leave me. It's you. Why are you such an idiot? Please tell me you did not go back on the contract.
No, I didn't go back on it. I just managed to lose it all.
What are you talking about? That was your dream.
It was my dream. You're right. It still is my dream.
I do not understand you.
I suppose I am a bit calm. Let's just say there were some interesting trade developments that unexpectedly left me with a gift that could buy you back. The owner has signed over the inn to me, and this document proves it.
Do you remember when I told you what it was that frightened me?
It's embarrassing, so I'd rather not.
You know exactly what I meant, and yet you did this? How will you explain yourself in front of the wise wolf Holo? What do you want? Tell me, what do you want?
I want you to get into your wolf form.
That is not a problem. I shall make you into the prosperous merchant you have always wanted to be. This fairy tale will end happily. I will make sure of it.
Please turn into your wolf form and get it back. Is that what you thought I'd say? It Turns out Abe is on a suicidal mission. When the church catches wind of it, we'll be in serious danger. I wanted you to change into your wolf form so you could get us out of here while the town is still in chaos.
You did? Idiot!
I love you, Holo.
You do not know anything about anything.
You're right, I don't know much. Although, something does come to mind. It's possible my wish won't come true. But if I never make that wish, how can I expect to know the truth? Eve is risking her life for profit, and she knows where that will lead her. No amount she attains will ever be enough. I thought I could be a better merchant if I had that quality, so I was trying to force it out of me.
You're stupid! Promise me that you will be careful.
I know this journey can't go on forever, Holo. But it's not over yet. You do realize how dramatic you are, right?
But I thought you liked your women like this. I am weak and vulnerable. You do know you have ruined all of my plans. You must take responsibility now. I wash my hands of this.
Of course.
You have defied my foolishness with every fiber of your being. Which is why I shall be more gracious than you and go along with yours. However, I do not wish to spend my time with a worthless merchant, so running away with your tail between your legs simply because you were robbed is unacceptable.
Your kindness continually terrifies me.
Well, how are we going to get it back?
I honestly don't care about the money. I'm more concerned with having you back.
Idiot. Do you think I would allow you to be betrayed? This will be troublesome. That is, if I were to fall in love with you.
For once, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, shall we go, Princess?
Yes.